Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amaya, and today I'll be sharing my news roundup. I chose one hard news story and one pop culture story from Black owned publications. I'll briefly discuss each story, what it's about, where I found it, and why I found it compelling. So, the first hard news story I chose was titled Family Demands Transparency in Nolan Wells Death Investigation. This was published by Afro American Newsletter on July 10th, 2026, and I found it, of course, on the Afro website. Um, the story is basically about an 18-year-old Nolan Wells who was found dead after disappearing during a 4th of July boat trip to Horn Island, Mississippi. He was with his friends. His family has now hired a civil rights attorney, Ben Crump, to help find answers and make sure that the investigation is handled fairly and transparently, and the investigation is still ongoing. I basically chose this story because unfortunately, this isn't really the first time a black young person has died under these circumstances, or just a black person in general. A lot of times you hear about, young people going out with their friends and, never returning home safely, and then the family is left with unanswered questions as to what happened. So I think it's important to bring awareness to stories like this, especially this particular story where he is black, and transparency in this investigation does matter. Um, I also think that, you know, it's not really like um about so much the race, but I think people are making it about race because of how like suspicious it is. Four white people, one black boy, but at the end of the day, if I leave with my friend, I come with my friend. I mean, if I come with my friend, I leave with my friend. Like, it's never going to be a time where if I come with somebody, I shouldn't leave with them. I feel like real friends should, be know where their friends' whereabouts are, and it should have never been no like leaving behind type of thing. That's what they're saying happened. They left him behind, but that should have never been the case. So, for my pop culture news story, I chose a story titled First Look Tyler Perry's Why Did I Get Married Again? This was published by Essence on July 1st, 2026, and I found it on the Essence website. The article basically is announcing that Tyler Perry is basically bringing back the Why Did I Get Married series. He's coming out with a new sequel on Netflix, and the movie's basically going to reunite many of the original cast members while introducing some new cast members. And basically, it's going to be the next generation. As you know, they navigate like their relationships and so forth. I chose this story because, of course, I really do love the movie Why Did I Get Married? I think it's very funny. And, I'm also I like to read about a lot of black romance. So, even though it's some drama centered around that, that's what kind of makes the movie good. So, after so many years, it's going to be nostalgic to see, the original cast members come back. And I know some of them going to be acting the same, some of them going to be acting different, of course. But yeah, I'm really excited to see that. So that's one of the reasons why I chose this. And to wrap this up, I do pray that Nolan Wells does get justice. I don't know what happened, but the something is not adding up, and it's very suspicious regarding the whole, not so much about race as I said, but why would you leave your friend? I just feel like it's four people. It's four people, and then like they said, he didn't get on the boat. Why? I don't, it's not correlating to me why at least one person couldn't stay back with him regardless of whatever altercation they had. Why couldn't one person stay back with him? Something is not adding up. But yes, that's just the wrap up of everything. Thank you.